Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Age the Veilguard. This is episode 25. Last time, we had a lovely dinner with the Inquisitor in the Cobbled Swan right here. And we spoke about Solus and the love that they had for each other, and there was either the ability to encourage or discourage them from potentially getting back with Solus. What will that look like in this narrative? We'll have to wait and see. But that was a really interesting and unexpected conversation, that there was a choice there of pushing the Inquisitor to make a particular choice in regards to Solus. So really hoping that that has a beautiful payoff. And I think it will. Having the Inquisitor part of this game against Solus, appealing to that element of the love that they shared, that might be a really nice key in stopping Solus from really going ahead with this ritual once we stop the gods. But we'll see how that goes. We're doing Nev's quest today, stopping Aelia. We are trying to, again, resolve our companion's quest, so we're all focused to take on the gods. And while the side quests, you know, like the loyalty missions, essentially, that Mass Effect 2 vibe, while these quests are side quests, they do push forward the main narrative, which I think is really good. It's not just like taking a complete pause from the Gillenane and Elganon stuff and doing other things. Each of these companions and their issues in some way, shape, or form tie to the gods and all of their different plans in motion. So I really do like all of these different locations and characters having a sense of connectivity. And we're going to stop Aelia today. And I think this might be Nev's resolution to her questline. So let's do it.
So, what's the story?
If Rana was right, Aelia's in Sanctum Lucican. We've chased the leads. This is it. We find the Sanctum, Aelia's blood magic ritual site, and Docktown's missing people.
Some news between friends. Venatori got Damas. The boss is dead.
What? Who's running the threads?
They'll follow last orders for a bit, then someone grabs control or we fall apart. Time's running out.
Damn.
Then we've lost ground in Docktown. Great.
Things haven't been rosy.
Alec, the threads used some of the catacombs for smuggling.
The cult pushed us out across the city, but I still know the ways in. What's the favor?
Nev, Rook, you have news. I wasn't sure you'd tell me.
I said I would.
No, I asked you to, and never mind.
I love the setup of this. Again, I like there's sort of like genre differences with our companions and their quest lines. I love Nev's focus on the detective mystery angles, even the way that things are set up. There's like these tropes or cliches of things. Like I love the back-to-back like conversation, and then Rana comes in and then they stop talking. I like the tropes that come into play that feel good. It's we're just avoiding the awkwardness of talking to multiple people about different movements in this place.
Rana, it's going to be fine.
All right. What did you find?
Sanctum Lucican is underground, in a lost stretch of catacombs near the Thread Market.
Good. I can help.
I told you what I found. I owed you that. We hand Aelia to her latest boss, and how long does she stay caught?
My boss doesn't know I'm here. I'll go around him and get a writ. We'll hand Aelia to the cleanest Justicar in the city.
You'll lose your job for that.
I'll live. And Docktown will see people stand up for it.
How many Venatori are we
Aelia's never short on zealots.
You're up for a fight, right?
Does Rana know that Alec is part of this conversation? That's the thing, because the conversation stopped between them and then we focused on Rana. So I think like Alec's like whispering to us. I don't know if Rana knows. I'm not sure. Rook's voice line just automatically cut off there. It was weird.
The people Aelia took. Are we sure they're...
Alive. If she needs blood for the ritual, she'll want it fresh. If she wants puppets, she needs them alive.
And if you're wrong?
We give people closure.
When will Aelia start the ritual? How do we know she hasn't already?
We don't. But I know her. If she was done, she'd have made her next move. A complex ritual takes resources, supplies. Aelia's war with the thread slowed her down, but time's short.
Tick-tock.
All right, let's go.
Now? I need time to...
Give Aelia time to know we're moving, and we're dead. The job's simple. We enter the sanctum, get to the ritual site, and hit Aelia by surprise.
Can you get in without the cult noticing?
If we can get into the catacombs, we can get in.
Just hold Aelia. I'll catch up.
Alone? You'll get yourself killed. I'll send someone for you.
I'll set a man at the market to get you inside. Just make the cult bleed.
I like that. Can we get into the catacombs? Yeah, knock once for no, knock twice for
All right,
yes.
let's get to the thread market.
Really?
I hate to ask, but how many people has Aelia taken?
That I know for sure, too many.
Find someone.
Over there, a body, not long dead.
What's this? He's got something on him.
Got eyes on the market, can't get close, but the cult's been in and out of the condemned warehouse, moving something through.
Alex, man. The Venatori got him first. He was watching Venatori movement, spying on the entrance to Sanctum Lusican. We need to get in there. All right. I've got another way in. Follow me.
Following.
We get one shot at Aelia. Just one.
We're ready for it.
You alright? Yes, sorry.
Everyone's frightened.
Can't blame them.
We'll help set things right.
Only if we're in time.
Missing. Ryan. Missing over a week, black hair, green eyes, makes fishing nets, used to feed birds on the docks, speak to Dell at the market. Ah, well, they've run away to Baldur's Gate, you see. They're
We're
hiding
almost there.
in Jahira's house.
The thread market.
A little something I uncovered. Don't tell Alec.
Wood.
Leave the entrance to me.
I'm guessing it isn't simple.
There's a trick to the enchantment. Just need to untangle it.
Enchantment?
All right, we're in.
Let's move. Venatori guards. If they report back to Aelia, it's over.
Hey!
Their wills falter. They cannot be this skilled.
Got us at range. Watch it.
Serve your masters. Combine our might.
Well struck, Rook! We have them now! That one's ready! Good work, Rook! There! What now, Nev?
Stay the course, trust in Lady Aelia, chosen of the risen god. Through her, the Magisterium will be led in the right direction. The future of Minrathous is coming.
The note on the dead man. It mentioned a warehouse. Let's look around. Place is a mess, but look what stands out.
A statue? I don't suppose...
It's our way in. Once we're over there.
You just have to get your head ripped off by the statue. Oh, lever. Right.
We're through. Sanctum should be ahead.
Do your catacombs run under the sea?
In places. Tunnels used to run to every island Minrathous owned. Most of them flooded ages ago. Some are cut off from the city, but not all of them.
For the old gods!
More of Alia's Venatori.
We're in the right place.
Your strength and might!
We're under fire! Look out!
Badly wounded!
What just happened? I just got deleted. What the hell?
Rook, hold tight.
Redouble your efforts! There we go!
All of my health just disappeared.
From clear! Rook needs assistance!
All of my health just went to 0
Got us from a
from
distance.
full health. What the fuck?
Aelia won't hear from them.
Come on, we need to get inside.
What just happened?
We've done it.
I've never had that happen before.
Can't get through here.
Alec will have a back way in, but we need... We're close,
Nev?
This is it.
Smacking Venatori, and then it's like, you are defeated. I'm like, I didn't even get notified that my health
Sanctum
was low.
Lucican, the god of night keeping people in the dark. Isn't that perfect? I can feel blood magic here. Alia's getting stronger. And her ritual. I've got a sick feeling it's going to work.
You'll decide how this ends.
Maybe. Just stick with me, Trouble.
You got it.
We're doing pet names, and it's Trouble. Love that. I won't stay in Lady Alia's grip, I can't, but where can I hide in Minrathous? If I stay too close, she'll take my mind again. So I'll take the Venatori's coin before I go, make a purse big enough to buy passage. I'll make them pay my way out of here once and for all.
We've got company.
Right ahead.
The time has come. It begins now.
For the glory of Tevinter reborn!
Strength must be locked.
Good work, Emily.
What is happening with the mage? I think it's like something to do with the mage attack specifically. It's just deleting my health.
Well, Rook, that goes to you.
They said the time has come. Aelia's getting started.
If we're lucky, she's distracted. But we need to keep moving. Beat the odds there.
So the blood ritual Aelia's doing, she says it's from the risen god, meaning Elganon.
She'd bargain with anyone if he gave her the power, and the city she's after. The fact that he doubled as Tevinter's god of night must have made the whole deal sweeter.
Indeed. Maybe we'll end up circling back for that chest. Some chests are just not worth the environmental traversal to get. Which is why we just ziplined past those smaller ones. It's just like, yeah, okay. Not myself, not myself!
What happened here?
A warm-up for the ritual.
Demons.
All the blood magic in this place attracts them.
Indeed, we can't let them linger. Let there be no shelter from the dead.
Got us at range. Behind you.
Oh, what a mess. And still no sign of Dogtown's missing people.
The magic from the other side of this barrier. I don't like it.
Which means that's the way to go.
Good thing we got these magic rocks so we can get to that chest.
In the
Whoa,
cage.
Okay.
That's...
He's from Dogtown, a paper seller.
Veilguard. Did you think I wouldn't notice you were here?
Aelia.
Is he just constantly spouting blood?
I've got this.
He's been turned into a blood
The magic.
fountain.
I can't just pull him out. It might kill him. We need to keep moving.
Getting turned into a blood fountain is crazy. Oh my god.
Blood. All your power. And how do you waste it? Chasing thieves. Playing Shadow Dragon. Fighting Minrathus.
Nev, can you stop this?
I can stop their hearts faster.
Wow, so all these previous, like, contacts and people over the course of this all getting taken by Aelia and turned into blood features. Decorations.
Why these people? Why Dogtown?
I couldn't draw the Magisterium's attention. Not before I had the magic to guide those in power.
Then Dogtown was test.
Gallus! They don't understand. You won't save them. What do you do for the city, Nev Gallus? Complain that it's not what you want. I gave Dogtown purpose. The humble serve the righteous. I will raise the city up. Even you will thank me. In fact, I'm waiting.
Their only chance is if we stop her ritual, break her power.
Nev, are you?
I'm fine. We've got a job to finish.
Nev, Rook, over here.
Oh no, Alec's with Rana, so they both knew.
Rana, Alec, your route through the catacombs still worked. Guessing it was as safe as ours.
Help that you tore through the place.
We aren't done yet.
Not by a long shot.
Alec, sticking around for the fight?
I've got people in the tunnels, and I want in. The cult hit Thread territory. We protect our streets.
The threads. Nev, we can bring Aelia in. Let people see her face justice.
Left the Templars to play hero, did we? Scared to get your hands dirty? We did, and it held Aelia off.
So she disappears? Or we spread rumors of murder? Docktown needs hope, not fear.
What? Play nice, lose the zealot, and guess who winds up dead? If scaring cultists does the trick, we'll send a message. Docktown's ours.
Relax. We're on the same side.
I want to be.
Worry about it later. Aelia knows we're here, but there's a chance she's not marked you. Go and stay out of sight. If we can throw a surprise at her, we might have a shot.
I just know that picking the everybody shut up option wouldn't actually say that. Be like, okay, everybody, settle down.
What will you do, Nev?
Stop Aelia.
You're weighing specifics.
One step at a time. Frankly, that's all I can take.
Okay.
Do you feel that, Nev Gallus? The old magic, our legacy. It returns.
You aren't the future, Aelia. You're a murderer.
I am Minrathus, its dark truth and bright power. The city won't miss you. Docktown won't.
Oh. You protect Docktown, you bring Docktown hope. Nev will be an inspiring hero to Docktown or a shadowy protector. This is an interesting point to make a choice. I think this has been the character arc.
Dogtown has you, and they see it.
They just want hope. A chance.
When this is over, I will bring it to them.
You won't. But I'll give it a shot.
No! Your death serves our cause. Proof that those without faith fall. You cannot defeat us!
Faith, just not in you.
We'll stop Aelia here.
We can stop her for good.
Spill their blood!
Aren't you on one?
Yes, they fought. We are in hell!
Alec and Ron are just standing there. Oh no, look, they're shooting arrows.
I've set that one up!
Get clear.
Good work!
The risen god, Lucican himself, chose me! When I take Minrathus, the city will thrive!
Nev won't let it fall to your grasp.
Thanks for the confidence.
We'll see this through with you.
Docktown is finished with you!
Death's final call.
Enemy to fire!
We'll one, quickly!
The faithful are dying!
That one's all set!
Clear out. Got company on the right.
Our followers will rise. We will rise. To Winter.
Will rise. Try something new.
Throw your life away.
I thought they're just standing there
It's what
shooting
you've
arrows
done
at nothing.
already.
And Alia's just standing there behind a bubble doing nothing.
Not bad.
Will we fight Alia now?
Oh, to Winter. Minrathus. They're broken. We both know it. I would raise us all. You.
I do what I can. Rana, take Alia. Make sure Docktown sees it happen.
You tried to stop me before!
And if you escape, I'll find you again. And every time I do, Minrathus will see someone standing against people like you.
Nice. Yeah, that was definitely the character arc for Nev that felt appropriate. We didn't even get to fight Alia.
Alia's in custody. Fair doesn't always win in Docktown. Maybe it did this time.
You've been chasing Alia a long time,
Yeah?
and you won. I know it wasn't easy, but does it help?
Not yet. But it will.
So, what now?
Rana's out of the Templars. I asked her to join me. Docktown could use another investigator. If people need help, someone to stand up for them. Looks like they're stuck with us. I've played this game a long time. Counted on myself for most of it. At the end of the day, that's who I had left. So here we are. We've chased Alia, faced a couple gods, and somehow you stick.
What? You think I'd go somewhere?
Not yet.
Not ever.
Alright, seems like that is the resolution to Nev's questline, the Return Cultist case. Nev finally confronted Alia face to face, stopping her blood magic ritual and freeing Docktown residents from the cultist hold. Alia will be interrogated by the cleanest Justicar in the city. Nev is a symbol of hope for Docktown. People know they can turn to her in times of trouble, and if Nev's ever in trouble, she knows the team will have her back. Yeah, nice. There we go. So, City of Shadows. When the people feel abandoned, Nev shows them she's in their corner, inspiring hope for Minrathus. Cold Justice. The beloved detective fighting corruption in Minrathus, Nev draws on her bold spirit to freeze villains in their tracks. And investigator's robes. Nev doesn't always wear robes, but when she does, they make a statement that no one in Docktown can ignore. So I think you get, depending on your choice for each of these characters, you'll get either a unique ability and a unique armor piece for each one. So we have the investigator's robes. Thematically and story-wise, I liked how that closed out for the whole Docktown deal. In terms of gameplay, I think that was a very underwhelming boss fight. It was just like, villain is finally confronted only to stand in a bubble that we just slowly destroy, and then she just falls to the ground. It was like, ah, my stupid little blood bubble. So I think that was kind of lame. The fight was just fighting waves of enemies instead of, you know, we could have actually fought Aelia doing blood magic stuff. But yeah, bit of a letdown in terms of the gameplay there. I don't mind this outfit. It's pretty cool. I feel like if it's Nev's signature outfit, it should come with a hat, because that's like her thing with most of her outfits. Removing the hat, I think, takes away. There should be a cool investigator hat here. I almost think that you just can't improve upon perfection. I just think that the first outfit is everything that you need for the character. So we'll wear that, but I don't think we'll change the fit too much from there. From the library, 70% of the codex is full. The first case, part 2. Nev Gallus, you were right. I hoped my brother was alive. I hoped he'd managed to hide and that those letters didn't mean... but they did. I'm safe now, and knowing the truth lets me... I'm not there yet, but I can start to let go. And I have a niece. We're still getting to know each other. I think it's going well. How you managed to find her, I still can't believe it. Can't thank you enough for everything. By the way, I have some friends. They need help and no one will listen. I mentioned your name and they think they can trust you. If you're willing to hear them out, they meet at the Lamplighter twice a week. Docktown, thanks. Kid, yeah, I know you're reading this around the corner. Get this to Nev Gallus, like you were asked. If she vouches for you, an extra fry bread next time. Now get Gallus. That's a pit you pulled us out of, and that's all I'll say on it. None of your damn excuses or smart mouth, you hear me? Free fish next time. How? We freed the fish, man. Oh, and there's more. Hold on. In Rathus Mira, word around the city. Work on the Imperial Proving Grounds will continue another month before culminating in a grand unveiling. Meanwhile, a number of missing persons cases centered in Docktown have been resolved. Added in Balara's scrolling handwriting. That's it. One sentence and a list of miscellaneous news. An infamous Venatori blood mage who could puppet people, stopped by Docktown's Nev Gallus. I could write this better. Added in Nev's cramped handwriting. That's the mirror. Someone with coin helped Aelia escape the first time. They're trying not to cross anyone. Surprised they mentioned it at all. That means people are talking anyway. You want something closer? Try the Morning Scroll. I get to be Docktown's dutiful detective daughter in that one. There you go. So that is a resolution of our third companion quest there. And now we get to take a look at our others. I think what we'll do is find Hezenkos's lantern. I think it's time for Emmerich to resolve his quest line also.
I don't like the look of this.
The look of what?
All of it. There's no there.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Mountains or something.
What are we talking about? The lighthouse environment? You should be used to that by now. We've been here forever.
Emmerich, if you liked someone, what would you do? To show them you like them, I mean.
Perhaps a stroll through the memorial gardens of the necropolis? Lovely flowers.
Don't, spirits hang around there?
Oh, a few, certainly.
Emmerich, you've taken me there twice now.
I got word from a Ravani seer. She found a spirit who could translate the tablet. I'm supposed to meet her on the beach.
You need company?
Maybe. Yeah. Just let me know when you're free.
Okay, Words of Fire. We have a follow-up to that questline now. Whoa.
Okay, so the plan is basically to sneak around, find Hezenkos's lantern, and smash it. That's There's quite a crowd over in the manor.
Johanna's gathering. If she's mingling there, we'll be spotted. Fortunately, we have someone who could pass as a servant.
Nothing livens up a party like having a few undead around.
It always lends them a certain ambience. Right, Manfred. You're to find Johanna's guests and help us gather information on where her workshop might be. We'll be watching in case anything occurs.
Something's going to occur.
Once we find and destroy Johanna's lantern, we'll end whatever she's planning. Hopefully before she introduces the lantern to her guests.
Alright, we better hurry in then. Hopefully nothing bad happens to Manfred then. He's infiltrating. Ezenkos seems quite smart.
To blend in as a servant.
Let's find a place inside to observe him, quietly.
Right.
Manfred, no excited hisses. It'll give you away. Should we go right through the front door? Should we... Okay, this seems... Okay.
Let's find another way.
Why would we even try the front door?
Must already be in attendance.
There's a lot of people here. Ezenkos must be planning to drain their souls with her lantern.
And after that?
Raise more undead, I'd wager. But no ordinary revival would require such a massive store of magic.
Sounds like the party's in that main hall where we confronted Ezenkos.
Perfect. We can watch Manfred discreetly from the balconies.
And see if Ezenkos has that lantern on her.
I don't want to go the other way just to see if there's... I guess that'll be gathered in a very specific spot. Not expecting interruptions. Yeah. We'll just stick to the main path, I suppose. We should have all just put on cloaks like Veilguard and tried to blend in. You hear music. Ah, there we go. Oh, he stands out
There's
way
Manfred.
too much.
And Johanna.
But no lantern.
Now, you were saying about a shrine in the manor.
Yes, a shrine revealed by a spectral tome, which, as an expert, I could read if our host ever lets me into the library.
An ancestral shrine? I could question the deceased there about the location of Johanna's lantern.
Well, if a book can lead us to the shrine, let's hit the library.
That was Dorian's voice actor, I think. Okay, so... Oh, that's so rude. Let the photo mode go over the balcony. That's so rude. Alright, well, we'll do this then instead. He's standing out so much. Look at that bottle. Look at that giant bottle on that silver platter. He has a backpack and his nice little boots on. The other skellies are not dressed. It's very interesting to think about this because this is all Mornwatch, right? In terms of like robes and equipment. So like, are these Mornwatchers that are coming here in secret? Are they ex-Mornwatchers that have been removed from the group? Do these guys just go and hang out in the Grand Necropolis after? And they're just like, that Ezenkos put on quite a show. Because that feels troubling, doesn't it? Ezenkos just standing there observing them.
Host's grand announcement.
My invitation was so unexpected. I thought Ezenkos despised me after I beat her to an unsealed crypt some years back.
I guess these being Mortella Tarsi are not members of the actual necropolis, but more just Navaran society. Is there any more banter to pick up before we go? Hezenkos is not even mingling. That's so weird. Just standing there observing them all.
The library's to the east, right? Where we closed Hezenkos' portal into the Fade.
Why did she return to this mansion?
Johanna must have a workshop hidden here. Likely where she's prepared whatever she plans to empower with this lantern.
We're not alone here.
Johanna's creatures, we must deal with them quickly. We've done it! I'd expected Johanna to post more guards.
Maybe she didn't want to scare her guests. Let's see if we can find that book pointing to the ancestral shrine.
Is there anything that makes it stand out?
Nothing about a shrine here.
And what's a romance doing under geography, hmm?
What about this? Oh, it's haunted.
Ah, there's our spectral tome. Well done.
It's not opening.
One must be delicate. That guest of Johanna's claimed to be an expert in spectral literature.
And was interested in the shrine. Let's have Manfred hand him the book, see what he says.
Man, that means there might have been other books that were not the Spectral Tome and really got cool dialogue. That's a shame that the Spectral Tome was the second book that we picked up. I would have loved to have known what the other books were about. Alright, how are we going to hand Manfred the tome? Do we have a sending stone? Or hey, Manfred, come back. Step out for a... Ah! Step out for a pee break. Guard jump scare with matching shield. Oh, here you go. He stepped out for a bit. Here you go.
Were you waiting for us? Manfred, take this tome to the man asking about the shrine, please.
Don't worry. We'll watch from the balcony.
Yeah. Oh, lots of back and forth and twisting and turns in this place. Where are we? Back to the balcony.
What's this? The Spectral Guide to Blackthorn Manor? There now. I only want to look up one thing. Ah, there is an ancestral shrine in the northwest wing.
Perfect. Let's go to the shrine.
Yes, the deceased there should be most helpful in finding Johanna's lantern. This way to the shrine.
I've never been to a party with so many mages without being hired to kill one of them.
Were your targets always mages?
Not all the time. But how do we kill Hezenkos? Does she even breathe?
It's unlikely. The stilling of the lungs is one of the first blessings of undeath.
Don't worry. We'll find a way.
The shrine's locked.
We must find a... Manfred?
What's he got there?
I assume the key.
Is this a key to the shrine?
Excellent, Manfred. Oh my! A body from the House of the Verheims, prepared during the Storm Age.
That's amazing. Should we take it back to the necropolis?
Well, if there's no claimants, it would be a crime not to.
Time to find Hezenkos. He's all yours, Emmerich.
By flame and seal, by light and flood, open your eyes once more.
Who dares disturb?
Friends to the dead.
Friends, this one was abandoned, lost.
Emmerich, it's getting noisy.
He's unusually obstinate. Speak! Where is Hezenkos?
Prove yourselves. What claim have you to the deceased?
He just spoke!
A willing dead companion. This one concedes.
Hello!
Hezenkos makes a thing that should not be. Red tapestry. Look there.
Rook, did you hear that? Manfred just...
I know. Also, we should move.
Manfred spoke. His first words.
Hello? Oh, he can talk. Manfred, say something else. Come now, you just spoke.
We have to go.
Yes, yes.
That is so funny. Follow the red tapestries. Manfred's always there to help us in our time of need. Tragedy writ in stone. I can't believe we've found the remains of famed architect Sir Gaundry. His ancestors were the original builders of Blackthorn Manor. Gaundry was said to be close to finishing his life's work, repairing the estate to its original grandeur, when the Blackthorns sent word of his crushingly tragic accident. One wonders, the youngest of the Blackthorns was said to be a jealous man, or perhaps Gaundry uncovered something unseemly in the vaults. Once we've ferried his remains back to the necropolis, I must have a chat with this man. Oh, boy was crushed, alright. The cellar.
More undead.
Johanna's work. We're on the right track.
All right, there's that red tapestry.
There's a bunch of these. So we're gonna have to do this in a particular order. Well, hello. And Manfred's here.
This wall looks... Secret door.
Manfred, could you please squeeze through and open the door from the other side? Yes! Aha! I knew I didn't imagine him speaking.
Yes!
So Manfred speaks. That'll get the other watchers talking.
And they said a simple wisp could only grow so much. I knew he was learning quickly outside the necropolis, but this level of complexity is remarkable.
Does a skeleton need to learn anything? He's not even alive.
Ah, but Lucanus, what is life considered holistically?
Why did I ask that?
Good work, Manfred.
Hope this leads to where Hezenkos is keeping that lantern.
I can only imagine what she's planning to use it for.
These things come in threes after all. Okay, so we want to find the specific levers for this door. So 1, third one. Hang on. Where's that one? Hang on. Oh, it's there. How do I get in there? I have to go... I can see that there's a way up. Oh, I see that this is a wisp. Oh, it's a wisp door. So I don't need to go up and around. I have to find a wisp to bring back. Maybe there's a wisp in here. Wisp. There you go. Lovely. Gilded invitation. Dearest guest, famed necromancer Johanna Hezenkos invites you to a gathering of like-minded colleagues in Blackthorn Manor to witness a demonstration of her newest breakthrough of the necromantic arts. While your host must keep details a secret, she assures you this evening is not to be missed. Dinner will be served after a short lecture. Essence Vortex. Abilities cost 50 rage to activate, more ability damage, and you get healed for 1 health per rage spent. Somehow you find yourself feeling better despite the added burdens of your actions. Alright, nice. We got a wisp. Second one. Recent acquisitions: Grey Warden Helmet, Promising Provenance, Third Blight, Tapestry from Tantivale depicting Our Lady, Andraste, Orlesian theatre masks never worn. Perhaps these will bring his lordship out of his mood. He's been low ever since we have uncovered those tombs in the cliff and what lay inside them. Now, we do the last one. Door open. What do we get?
Another shrine.
Fresh
For the fairest of flowers, may she keep her bloom in death.
flowers. Someone has been here.
Interesting. Do you speak to the dead, Emmerich? You don't want to let us know who it is? Interesting. For the fairest of flowers.
This must lead to Johanna's workshop.
What's that through the wall?
Oh my word!
Mierda.
I thought you and your little friends might work your way to my party for Karen.
Johanna, even half-lich, you can't control something this massive.
Such little baby.
That glow on the skeleton up there. That's Hezenkos' lantern.
She's going to use the life stored in it to reanimate that monstrosity. Quickly, we must reach the lantern.
So that's kind of the flash of something huge we saw in the fade. Ink-splattered note, last invitations to send. Stravelton the dullard. Coltonbach. Did she think I'd never read that critique? Lavenhurst. He dared plagiarize some of my work. That one condescending professor of antiquities, what is his name? Volkaren, too much of a risk. I'll crush him later, at my leisure, and that preposterous skeleton he drags everywhere nowadays. Oh. He was in...
This is a revenge list.
Yep.
Johanna was never one to refuse a long and complex grudge.
People from the party. You.
Unsurprising?
Manfred.
How dare she?
Me? Souls to be sacrificed.
We have them!
That was a lot of undead.
You may as well weaken the fuel in a bonfire.
I'm seeing why Hezenkos failed that Lich morality test.
Unbelievable! Johanna's stolen a chamber from the Grand Necropolis and transposed it under Blackthorn Manor.
Mages. You want contracts in your life? This is how you get a contract on your life.
The Necropolis's walls here are still intact. No wonder we couldn't sense what she's been creating.
Wow, okay. That's sick.
Don't think I can't sense your ugly black thinking about.
See, that's what I thought. I'm like, she's quite smart.
They'll be fine. We'll handle this.
I was like, Hezenkos isn't stupid. Manfred's wearing cute boots. Oh, okay. Hello. Suck your pride.
Made that one ready. Manfred, there you are.
And can you release that ladder?
Thank you, Manfred. Now find somewhere safe.
He's fine.
There's the lantern. You're gonna free the spirits inside.
We must, before we can destroy it.
Like back when you were freeing those spirits Hezenkos trapped in the manor. That took a lot out of you.
I must try, Rook.
Well, considering she thought that we'd sneak in, has she planned for this?
Emmerich!
There are too many trapped spirits. I'm sorry. I can't. Another lash of power might end me.
And he's scared of death. Oh, hello.
What's that, Volkaren? Afraid to chance death for your precious spirits? For all your fine words on the subject, only I had the courage to risk my life for our art.
Shame you lived through it.
Petty words birthed from fear.
Johanna! Listen to me! You're right. I've never overcome fear of that final dark. I miss having a friend that could.
Yes. Always the idealist.
I'm sorry Lichdom failed you. I swear I would have helped you had you come to me. But puppeting this creature...
Puppet? Puppet? Do you think I'm staying a failed lich? I won't command my greatest creation! I will become it!
Damn, okay. And the guests are mingling. Is that a Grey Warden? Is that not a decorated Grey Warden outfit?
See you, friends. Scoffing colleagues. Interfering
Templar.
Templars. Inept rivals. You
Inventory.
all have a place in my heart. And tonight you will fuel my ascension at the cost of your miserable lives.
Oh, yo. Yes. Damn.
You
okay.
think you can stop me?
Oh.
Once I get rid of you, I will merge with my greatest work.
Oh, now this is a boss fight.
Can she do that?
Yes! She's attempting full possession with the life of the people here.
We need to stop Hezenkos long enough to destroy that lantern.
With that much life inside it, the backlash could...
We don't have a choice.
This is a boss
Once
fight,
I
dude.
destroy you wretches, my union with my creation will be complete. Aren't you persistent? Fine. I'll go down there myself.
About time.
Silence!
I've set that one up.
I'll crush you myself if I must. It's touching that you brought your new friends to die with you, Valkarin. I'll be sure to bury you all in the same tomb!
I can't believe the difference in this boss fight presentation compared to Aelia, the one that we just did.
This isn't working. We can't break the lantern.
You think I'd leave myself vulnerable to you? Enough playing! Your pointless lives will fuel my triumph!
We have to move! She's draining life from us. We must find shelter.
Right.
Hide by the pillar?
You can't free the spirits in that lantern.
It might kill me and not even work. No living thing can approach it and...
Oh no.
Manfred! Come back!
Oh my god, no living thing.
Any last words, Valkarin, before I... Ugh! You miserable little...
Oh no, oh. I'm gonna cry over a skeleton! Oh my god.
Manfred knew you could do this. So do I.
By the spirits bound here, night and shadow, light and blood.
What are you doing?
Let your chains loosen. Let the fade draw close.
You'll never succeed, you old fool!
I release you. To the air!
No! You small-minded!
Now, there is someone that deserves to be a lich. My king.
Emmerich, how's Manfred holding together?
We must go to the necropolis.
Oh my god. Manfred gave his life for Emmerich. Well, the life that he had, his unlife. Oh my god.
His body could only take so much. But I underestimated him, Rook. What bravery in the heart of the dead. And how he grew. Manfred disobeyed me beautifully. He was his own soul at the end.
Can you bring him back?
I will ask.
Wow. I have a lot to say about this.
Emmerich Volkaren. You were not expected so soon.
Whoa. Hello. Lich Lord. Let's just let this sit for one moment so we can address this sequence. Veilguard feels so disconnected when it's a game that is all about your team being so connected. It's really interesting because it feels like there's so many different parts to Veilguard. Some are beautifully cooked, some are still raw, and I don't get that. The comparison that we can draw just from this one episode alone was the Alia boss fight was so undercooked, and it was just fighting some waves of enemies, and then Alia was gone, right? And then you made a choice for Nev to be a shadowy figure, a hopeful figure. The story of that, fine, but the presentation of that felt lame. And then Emmerich, who has consistently just been on a whole other tier, a whole other level of presentation, writing-wise and story-wise, gameplay, missions, all of it. And then we have this super well done boss fight, and it's theatrical, and it's so well presented, and it's engaging, and you're actually fighting the main rival. You're fighting Hezenkos. Like I was like, are we gonna fight Alia? And we did it. She just stood there in a bubble, and you've got you've got Rana and Mr. Threadman, Alec, and they're just shooting arrows at nothing. And it feels so strange. And then you've got all these people floating in the air, and they're being drawn and absorbed by a lich creation, and Hezenkos is doing her evil, villainous laughter, and it just is so cool. And you're fighting her, and then there's actually like this emotionally gripping and well-earned sacrifice of Manfred here, who's been so well developed. They developed a skeleton better than a lot of other characters. And he gave his life for Emmerich, and it's beautiful. This has been an amazing sequence and set piece, just so well done. But it feels like there's like, all right, you're doing Nev's stuff, you go work on that, and you go in another room and work on Emmerich's stuff. You're not allowed to talk to each other. Don't even just work on Emmerich. You work on Nev. You work on Tash. And don't talk to each other. And then when it's completed, we mash them together, and hopefully that works. There's a small vibe. That's how it feels, sadly. Anyway, let's continue, because we have a Lich Lord that's just dropped in. Let's get a better look at you.
Hail the lords of the necropolis.
Hail the Watchers. What has brought you?
My lord, I come regarding Manfred, my fallen companion.
Yes, there are ways to return his spirit. But should you do this, Lichdom falls from your grasp.
What? Why?
Lichdom is long. If I'm to stand outside death, I must make peace with others passing through it.
What would we otherwise become? How many exceptions till tyranny? Revive him and remain mortal. Or let him slumber and join us.
Emmerich.
Manfred chose to help us. Am I too weak to accept his well-earned rest? I yearn for Lichdom Rook, but leap into something greater, that everlasting light. Do I revive him and live out my days? Or do I honor death by letting him rest and protect this world through immortality?
Wow, this is an interesting choice, and one that does feel right to be split on. I love the split on this. I love that there is this honoring death and also embracing his own fear of death. There's a lot at play here, which is fantastic, because there's this attachment to Manfred, which we all have. He's amazing. But this was a sacrifice that he made on his own in order for Manfred to achieve what he desperately needs and wants. There's this thing of like, do I revive him and live out my days? Is Emmerich being able to confront his death, but not being able to confront another's. And then I like how that was like written and spoken in regards to, you know, to be a lich is to respect others being able to pass through death. There's something interesting for Emmerich being able to face his own death, but I think it's so appropriate for him to honor this sacrifice and to understand the impact of death here instead of just bringing back Manfred, because it was such an earned sacrifice. It means that Emmerich no longer has to fear death if the lich process obviously works out. But Emmerich will let Manfred go to pursue lichdom, and Emmerich will sacrifice lichdom to bring back Manfred. Manfred would have wanted the lich pursuit, and I think it's the appropriate one too. As much as we'll never get to play Rook, Manfred, Scissors ever again.
Emmerich, lichdom is your life's work. Your dream.
I imagined I knew its price. If I haven't even the strength to accept Manfred's sacrifice, I would outlive you all, Rook.
Would you still remember us?
Always. Kept alive in lichdom's immortal memory. Death's swift touch, held back for all time.
If you really want to go beyond death, I think you have what you need to let all of us rest.
And peace shall follow. You're right. After I make my farewells, I will undergo the last rites of lichdom. And Rook, thank you.
My god, they cooked on Emmerich's whole entire quest and everything about him. They cooked. The sacrifice of souls. Emmerich stopped Hezenkos and freed the spirits in the gloaming lantern thanks to Manfred's sacrifice. After bidding the brave skeleton farewell in the necropolis, the senior necromancer became determined to protect the world from future terrors by going beyond death. He decided to attempt lichdom and is preparing himself for the final rites. So cool. That was very well done.
Emmerich
Will
probably has to
and
prepare
Testament.
before becoming a lich. I should see how he's doing.
Will and Testament is a great title for something like this too. The Morn Watch, let's have a read. Peerless control. Those judgmental fossils in the Morn Watch claimed what I'm about to attempt was mere theory or folly or whatever easy dismissal rose to their cobwebbed minds. They've ignored the genius conceit of folding the bond of a construct this size within the motive force of a commanding mage, namely myself. What a glorious union! A simple thought and its arms will sweep away my enemies like scattered sand. A gesture and luminous beams from its eyes will blast through rock and steel. Note to self, adjust the lantern casing. The eyes aren't working consistently yet. A blithering sod should have given me that doctorate when they had the chance. Well, we know how that worked out. The discovery of the hypogeum. Dear Professor Volkaren, the Watchers are indebted to your new friends for their assistance in stopping the exile Johanna Hezenkos and recovering the basalt hypogeum. It took great magic for Hezenkos to transport such a large portion of the necropolis. We will attempt to reverse the process. The other Watchers and I have discovered a curious remainder of your battle in the rubble of the mansion's great hall. I'd fain entrust it to your safekeeping. Cordially yours, Watcher Myrna, Keeper of the Seals. It's a really great sort of foreshadowing when they start talking about the necropolis and how there's elements of it that move over time and you have to find them again. They're like, where have the memorial gardens gone? So there's elements of a whole location being taken and missing can realistically go undetected from the people in the necropolis. It's wild. We have an unread missive. The final disposition. A letter stamped with the Mornwatch seal. Hezenkos's creation will be dealt with. We will remove it once preparations are complete. Flee if it appears in your dreams. We just know that that's from Vorgoth. Because, of course, it is. That's great. Alright, now we get to go check in with Emmerich.
You see the size of Elgernon's dragon?
Kind of hard to miss.
It's pretty big.
He, the Archdemon Lusicon, is a he.
Male dragons don't have wings.
Elgernon used magic to make the Archdemons bigger. Maybe he added wings, too.
Ugh. And he screwed with her horns. What kind of asshole does that?
The kind we kill.
He screwed with her horns because he's vain, and he's like, the dragon must have my helmet shape as the horns, of course. Naturally.
So, you and Rook?
Do I want to know where this is going?
It's not going anywhere. I mean, I don't mean your relationship's not going anywhere. I mean my question.
Right.
It's just nice, and you can solve cases together.
We could do that before.
But now, it's romantic.
Dialogue about Rook that could include Rook but doesn't include Rook? Drink more coffee.
Long night?
I'm still getting used to the dream thing.
What was your dream about?
Tomatoes. Or maybe they were apples?
At least it wasn't the one where you show up to a job naked from the waist down.
Huh. Where did you put your extra knives?
Harding yawned, and Lucanus restrained himself to not mention drinking more coffee. That's crazy. The concept of not having dreams for your whole life and then suddenly dreaming all of the weird dream things is pretty funny, though.
Why is it so cold in? Hello, Vorgoth.
Rook, Vorgoth and I have just finished discussing some preparations for my lichdom.
I shall be with you until the end.
Vorgoth. Rook.
Classic Vorgoth. Is this a bad time?
I've so much to do. Crafting a glamour, for example. After lichdom, I'll need an illusion of my mortal appearance for polite company.
Good call.
I've told Harding about the ritual. I'll inform the others afterwards. Rook, would you accompany me during the final rites as witness to my lichdom?
Of course.
Thank you. I'm so pleased it'll be another Watcher. When you have time, I'll send word to the necropolis.
Okay. Helping Emmerich with Lichdom. It does make sense to kind of jump onto that immediately, as this is a pretty big one. It's a pretty big one. In regards to Emmerich, he hasn't yet achieved his final, thing out of the way. So we'll continue so we can have Emmerich rest easy, not be stressed about death anymore. So let's return to the necropolis.
Our scribe. We've traced several disappearances to an unusual possession.
It seeks fear. Cut it down. How go your inquiries?
Well, thank you. I've secured my attendance at the Sword of Draken at the Royal Theatre tomorrow night.
Alright, here we go. Another haunting to be done.
What's this Lichdom rite actually like?
I must pass through the gates and meet the oldest forces in the necropolis. A final appraisal of my soul.
Hail the living! Emmerich Volkaren and his chosen witness. Rook, the young watcher who has vexed the cruel elven gods.
Collect yourselves for the right.
I'm afraid this is as far as you're permitted. If anything should perchance go wrong, what things we've already seen. Thank you for taking me on, Rook.
There's not another necromancer I'd rather have by my side.
Truly?
Truly. Good luck, Emmerich.
I am come to be judged by the dead.
Whoa. Dude. Of course you succeeded.
Emmerich.
I see so much more clearly now. The deeper eddies of the Fade, the pulse of the necropolis. I have been through blood and darkness, and I have emerged into light.
That shoulder piece helping no one whenever there's a close-up at that angle.
Face is gonna take a little getting used to, but if you're happy, I'm happy.
I feel so much myself. There are vistas before me, and each presents a lifetime's joyful work. All thanks to a friend who helped me find a clear and steady heart.
Wow. Help an old necromancer define his legacy.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Please, bear with me. This will be rather difficult to explain. I may appear the same as always, as I stand before you, but I've recently undergone a ritual that...
I thought you'd have a skull face. Like a skeleton.
It must be his glamour. It's really something, Professor. I can't sense you're a lich at all.
Harding?
Oh, no. Was becoming a lich a secret?
So, the lich stuff is true, and you crossed that line.
It leaked. Typical. What is that?
That's strictly between Emmerich, myself, and the Moonwatch. And apparently Harding.
I'm really sorry, Emmerich.
I'm not angry. I'm only disappointed.
No. That's worse.
Just tell me you'll keep your skin on.
That's not how it...
I should take notes.
Look, why don't we just start from the beginning?
Are you satisfied? Yes, I have entered lichdom, and I am not an abomination, or a demon, or a disconsolate spirit. I have become something more. And yet I am still fully possessed of myself.
So you are a skeleton. Got it.
I wouldn't have helped Emmerich if I didn't trust him to...
Thank you, Rook. But please, allow me. I'd like to think some of us have become friends. I value that more than you might know. But I am changed, and I would never cause you distress by staying where I'm no longer welcomed.
You're no weirder than you were before.
You're still you, no matter what you look like.
You all... Really?
I think you'll be fine.
Okay, now, question time.
No Varric at the table for that one. The rites have succeeded. Emmerich Volkaren has ascended to become a Lich Lord, one of the immortal guardians of the necropolis. Becoming a Lich has opened Emmerich's senses to the Fade, allowing him to scry wonders and mysteries beyond his wildest dreams. Although he can put on a mortal illusion to not frighten people outside Navarra, the Professor always appears in his true form to those he trusts. Nice. It's interesting and cool how some of the companion quests can resolve in ways that this was like a conversation quest, and then we got to see that play out instead of this being the resolution to an actual quest. Emmerich chose the path of lichdom and commands even greater mastery over the forces of death and the Fade. That's got to be helpful, right? Your aid has allowed Emmerich to walk his next path in life with confidence. The Fade is but a thought away for a Lich, Death's caress. All of Emmerich's abilities have a necrotic touch, and his presence amplifies any afflictions applied by his companions. And considering that I am a Mournwatch with a lot of necrosis abilities, that's going to be great. And Lich's Vestige, the silken ash stitched into this imposing necromancy set, protects any wearer prone to accidental dismemberment or decay. Very nice. Oh, that looks great. Alright, well we know that that's going on. From the Necropolis. Dear Rook, thank you again for attending the Professor's ceremony. I am not at liberty to speak of the rites of lichdom, but though you could not enter the final chamber, Emmerich expressed gratitude that you awaited him on the other side of his last breath. While a new world beckons the Professor, I believe he enters it more gladly than had he never met you at all. We look forward to his next visit and your own. Cordially yours, Watcher Myrna, Keeper of the Seals. Very cool. Very, very cool. And look at that, right? As a fit. So he gets to keep his face on in that one. Now that is definitely the new one for us. Best dressed. Best dressed. Loved that companion quest resolution for him. That was amazing. We're still working our way through others. We have Balara, Davrin, Lucanus, there left for us to get their feelings out of the way, and then we can proceed with the main quest. But that is where we're going to bring this episode of Dragon Age the Veilguard to a close. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this episode as Nev and Emmerich reached their quest resolutions. The journey to Lichdom, really, really amazingly well done, and I'm very impressed with that. Manfred is gone, and that was very upsetting, but an earned sacrifice. It's going to be sad to not have his presence around for the remainder of the game. I really wonder what sort of impact Manfred would have in the story at this point after this. I would assume probably not much, considering Manfred is very active in Emmerich's questlines, and that would be resolved. So I think he'd just be resigned to standing around the lighthouse. So he gets to move on after doing what he wanted to do, and I love that a lot. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time.